Welcome race fans, here we are again at the European Stock Cars Championship at Bristol. 250 laps tonight here with the Gen 6. This is going to be exciting. So hopefully you all got something to drink and something to snack on and ready for the long, absolutely amazing track of Bristol. This is just, I love this track. There is nothing bad to say about this track. It provides some of the best racing that you'll see on iRacing. So hopefully you all kick back and enjoy this with me as we get ready to embark on a great track here with the European Stock Cars Championship. So stay with us, folks, and we'll kind of tune in here and watch them finish up practice. They've got about 18.5 minutes left. So enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Okay, we're about 30 seconds away from qualifying here, so let's get ready here for some excitement to happen. Who's going to get the pole here today? Anybody's question. We've got some pretty fast guys out here. Gen 6, a lot of horsepower in these cars. Going to be all about throttle management, braking management, making sure that you do brake in time, you don't hit the guy ahead of you. So a lot of things to consider here going forward. So great race. So if everybody does do well. Okay, time's coming in here. Srenik, they're on the top spot. Good job by him coming up there with a 15.470. Haven't seen anybody else in the fours yet today. But boy, he's laying down one heck of a lap. Takes quite a bit to get around this. It's just a little over half a mile. So thinking about the horsepower that it does produce here to get around this, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Lots of fast guys. Hopefully you got you something to drink here. We're under qualifying conditions right now. These guys got about a little over 16.5 minutes here to try to lay down the fastest lap that they can. See who's going to get that top spot. Right now, Srenik on the top spot. A lot of guys trying to get up there with them, but nobody's been able to come close. Off just a little less than 1/10 of a second, and 1/10 of a second is a lot on a track this size. It's hard to make up that 1/10 of a second. Well, hopefully y'all enjoy the show here today. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button. When we reach 500 subscribers, we will be having a drawing for $50 to all the YouTube subscribers. Everybody's name will be put in a hat, and will be live drawn on YouTube. And we will give $50 from MaxSpeedTV to the lucky winner. So make sure you do hit subscribe. You've got to be a subscriber to have your name in the hat. And make sure you click that little gear down in the bottom right hand corner and set that to 1080p HD. We're one of the few that do broadcast in 1080p. So make sure you take full advantage of it. The clarity is just unbelievable. So hopefully it does prove to you that what I'm saying is not just a pack of lies. It's the truth. All right, let's look back through the field a little further here. Quite a few guys up on the qualifying order here. Looks like a lot of 15-second ones. We're clear back to 20th there before we see 16 seconds. Got a lot of guys qualifying. Probably a few guys may not qualify here today. Let's take a look. Looks like we got about 23 qualifiers. So pretty cool. A little bumping and banging going on, but everybody's trying to lay down that fast lap. So man, some good times coming in. Bristol Motor Speedway, Bristol, Tennessee. I've been there. Beautiful facility. Let me tell you, if you're up in the seats and you look down toward the track, it looks like you're going to fall and you won't stop till you hit the bottom. That's how steep the seats are in that place. But it's like a great big huge bowl. It's like a bowl you'd eat soup out of. And I'm telling you, it's amazing. And I'm not exactly 100% sure of the seating capacity, but I believe it's like around 165 or 168,000. One of the largest seating capacities of all the short tracks. So definitely a place to go if you ever get the chance. Go there and watch races. Hard to get tickets, but you didn't hear me say this. If you look outside, sometimes the scalpers might have some tickets for you. But yeah, great time there. All right, 13 minutes left in qualifying, folks. Okay, folks, I hope you're ready, because I am. This is going to be exciting. Some of the best racing in all of NASCAR and iRacing is at Bristol. So get ready here for some action-packed fun. Should be a good race to watch here. I think the guys have been having a good time out here practicing. So hopefully we're going to see a great race here today. All right, Emerson is on the pole, so we will get down here with them in just a minute as they're going to get ready to grid here. Just a second. All right, that does it for practice, and we're going to get ready to grid, folks. We'll give them a second here to get on the grid. Emerson starting on the pole there. Congratulations to him for taking the pole with a 15.442, tying him in second place with a 15.442. Also is Radek in the number 26. In third, the number 7 of Manuel. In fourth, number 51 of Lucas. In fifth, the number 62 of Pierre. Javier starting in the 22, starting 6th place. Lucas in the number 57, starting 7th. In 8th, the number 73 of Klaus. Fausto in the number 33, starting 9th. In 10th, the number 23 of Danny. Bronislav in the 63, starting 11th. In 12th, the number 78 of Giuliani. In 13th, the number 12 of Marco. In 14th, the number 42 of Anton. In 15th, the number 46 of Miguel. In 16th, the number 32 of Dennis. In 17th, the number 13 of Mario. In 18th, the number 29 of Harm. In 19th, the number 50 of Lewis. Mr. M in the number 69, starting 20th. Ravi, starting in the number 66, starting in 21st. In 22nd, the number 99 of Marcus. Sergio in the 43, starting 23rd. Hugo back in 24th place in the number 8. In 25th, the 48 of Dennis. Rick Timmis in the number 55, starting 26, shotgun on the field. So good luck to all the drivers as they start rolling off the grid now, and we're getting ready for this great race here today, folks. We'll get a little volume on it. We get ready to fire this thing off and get it rolling, to get a couple of pace laps here to get things warmed up. Everybody get caught up to the field. You can check out my sponsor here, simgarage.com, for all your sim needs. Do have custom built button boxes and lots of software, lots more new items coming. So check them out at simgarage.com. Okay, these guys chomping at the bit, ready to get this thing going, folks. I hope you're as excited as I am. This is going to be fun. Pace car dives onto pit road. Emerson brings them to the line, waiting on the green flag, and it is out, and we're off and going here. 250 laps, folks. Emerson gets off to a great start. Already starting to pull away from Manuel in second. Manuel back about 3/10 behind him, hanging on to that draft. You wouldn't think draft would be important here, but on these short straightaways, they do get a little bit of draft off of each other. Just a little. Radek in third. Pierre starting to put the pressure on him in fourth. And Lucas right behind him, Lucas Bula in fifth. Two Lucases in here. Lucas Cernick in the sixth spot in the number 51. That's a sharp looking car right there, folks. Let's get down there a little closer, take a look at that. That's sharp. Palm trees, and oh, it's pretty. Nice looking car. Everybody getting pretty much nose to tail right at the moment. Looks like we got one on pit road, Mr. M. Check it. Oh, Mr. M spinning around. No caution yet, though, folks. Kind of waiting for a place to get around. Looks like he is going to tow. Emerson with a little pressure here from Manuel. Looking up on the inside of him for a minute there. Emerson starting to turn the heat back up here and starting to pull back away. Manuel in second. Boy, he's keeping the pressure on him. Go back here to Anton, back here in the 11th position. Once he crosses the line, he does go into 11th. Started 14th on the field, kind of pulling this big group around behind him. Julian in, oh, we got a caution on the track, folks. Oh, the 48 of Dennis hard into the wall, coasting back up onto the track. It looks like he just got loose on his own, but we'll go back and take a look at it here. It don't look like anybody else got into him or anything, so that's good news for all these drivers out there. Damaged vehicle doesn't drive like it did when it was new. Just might have got back into the throttle just a little too quick. Takes it down and hits the inside right there. Hits the pit wall. Nobody else gets into him, so that's a good thing. Alright, everybody back up here live. Waiting to see what... I don't think we're going to see anybody come down pit road. A little early for that. Well, Emerson has led every lap so far, all 11 of them. And let's see if he's got enough to stay out there. Because I'm going to tell you what, Manuel right there in second is keeping the pressure on him. Radek in third. Pierre in fourth. Lucas Bula in fifth. Lucas Cernak in sixth. Javier in seventh. And he's got a little company there, Klaus, one of the fast guys in practice today. Started 8th on the field, still running 8th. They're ready to get up there and tangle it up with the leaders. Danny in 9th, and Bronislav running out your top 10. All right, all service done on everybody's car. Waiting to get this thing back under green here. We've still got a couple of guys on pit road, Ravy and Marcus, just now coming off of pit road. Trying to beat the pace car around here, get off pit road ahead of the pace car. Marcus right behind him. Looks like they are going to beat the pace car barely. They'll be starting back at the back of the field, 22nd and 23rd. So looks like lights are off on the pace car, folks, and we're going back green this time by. Everybody doubling back up. Manuel going to start on the outside of Emerson. This could be interesting. Pace car is on pit road. Emerson waiting to start green is out. Oh, Manuel went and Emerson did not. Emerson sleeping at the wheel here, folks. But Manuel out front. Good job by him. And he drags Pierre right along with him. Good job by these guys out front. Oh, and Pierre diving to the bottom, looking like he may have something for him. Let's ride along with Pierre here for a minute as he keeps the pressure on Manuel. Better yet, well, let's ride along here with Manuel. Looking back on second place, Pierre. Pierre from France. One of our good Frenchmen. They're all good. Oh, we have another caution on the track, folks. Oh, we've got a couple of them into it. Danny in a little trouble there. Let's go back and take a look at this. Oh, and they almost get together right there. And it looks like Danny gets a little bit of help right there from the number 42. That would be Anton taking him around. Gonna have a lot of damage and other guys getting into it as well. A lot of damage on these cars here, folks. And they don't take kindly to damage. Manuel still out front. Well, let's take a look real quick here. This is caution number 2, and we've only had one lead change here today, folks. Long ways to go, so these guys are going to have to get after here and get some of these laps chewed down a little bit. A long ways to go, so let's stay with them here. Don't go nowhere. Don't move that seat. Alright, lights off on the pace car. We're ready to go back green. Manuel on the starting position here. And Pierre up on the high side. Let's see what they got for each other here. Going to be getting the green flag in just a minute. And we're ready to go back racing, folks. Pace car is on pit road. Manuel brings him to the line. Green, green, green. Hard on the gas, and man, he pulls right away from Pierre. Good job, Pierre. Falling back just a little bit, a tenth or two, trying to gather that thing back, back up, and get back up onto the bumper of Manuel. Lucas Bula in third place now. Has come up from 7th, doing a great job getting it up toward the front. What you got to do here to win this thing, folks. Emerson, our pole sitter, back to 4th. Radic in 5th, now being challenged by Klaus. Klaus trying to get up there and tangle it up with Radic. Boy, these guys are doing a great job. A lot of horsepower, like I said, on these cars. So, yeah, this is quite interesting here, folks. Looking back right there on Lucas Sarnik. Lucas wants to get up here and get by Klaus, but I don't know. Klaus has a whole different agenda. He's got a different ticket on that one. He says, no, you're going to stay back there behind me. Coming up here to take lap 32, folks, of 250. Lots of laps to go. So don't go anywhere, man. Stay right here with us here at MaxSpeedTV and enjoy the show. Let me do the work. You just kick back and relax and watch the show. Klaus looking to the inside. Oh, we have another caution. Let's see where it's at. Right there is where it happens. Mr. M going around. He gets a little bit of help. But we'll go back here and check it out real quick. He gets a little bit of help from somebody right behind him there. Almost got tapped right there, but good stop by them guys. He almost gets into the back of somebody, and it looks like the 66 here does drive it in pretty hard. That's Ravy gets in there a little bit too hard and gets into Mr. M. Mr. M slides it down across there. I don't believe there's any damage on the car myself. I think it's just going to be a matter of maybe getting it on pit road, getting it checked out, getting some new tires put on that thing. So we'll get back up here to our leader as they're on another caution here. Take a look. This is caution number 3, folks, in 34 laps. Pierre right here in second. Waiting to see what's going to happen with our leader. Now, Pierre got a little bit of a slow start last time, so let's see if he can get a little better start this time. He just let Manuel get right out there ahead of him, so I think he's a little bit afraid that he may get a black flag if he passes before that commitment line. So gonna have to definitely stay right on top of that and don't let Manuel get out there too far. Good racing here at MaxSpeedTV, and again, like I said, folks, make sure you do hit that subscribe button. Your name will go in a hat when we reach 500 subscribers. Everybody's name will go in that hat. We'll have a live drawing on YouTube when we reach that, and $50 will go to a lucky subscriber. That's 50 American dollars, but you know, I'm sure with the conversion and everything, we'll work it out somehow. But your name has got to be, you got to be a subscriber to get your name in the hat for the drawing for the $50. When we reach 500 subscribers, we're close. We're getting close. I think we're upwards of about 480 now, so we only need about 20 more subscribers. So get your friends and family and neighbors, whatever, get them in here, get them signed up, get them subscribed to my YouTube channel, and get their name put in a hat for 50 bucks. All right, we're ready to go green again here, folks. Well, let's get right on top of these guys. Pace car is on pit road. Manuel ready to hit the loud pedal. Green, green, green. He gets a good start. That time Pierre was right on it with them. So good job by Pierre. Lucas still in third. Emerson, our pole sitter, in fourth now. Radic catches that apron a little bit. Boy, I don't want to do that too many times. You'll get really loose. Battle back in behind him here. Javier up on the high side, getting ran over by, I believe that's Dennis right behind him. Dennis had a good run on him, but not enough to get by him. Fausto, we haven't talked too much about Fausto today. Here he is running in 10th, started 9th today, but doing a great job. Everybody's starting to be a little more patient now. They know what's gonna happen to them if they spin around. So Harm in 13th right now, running the 29. Started 18th on the field and has worked his way up to the 13th spot. Right behind him, Mario. And caution is on the track once again here, folks. Oh, we've got some guys into it there, so let's go back and take a look at this. This could have been interesting. Not sure exactly what happened there, but Rick Timmis into it. He's blinking a little bit too. I don't think he's the one that actually brought the caution out, but he got involved in it here. Right there, I believe, is what happened. Let's get up here to see if we can figure out what happened here with these guys. We'll go back a little ways. Right here's where Sergio gets turned by the number 63 of Bronislav. No, Bronislav turning him. Let's get in here maybe a little closer and see if we can figure out what happened here. Whether he just drove it into the turn a little extra hard. Sergio looked like Sergio may have come down the line a little. So, and that started the whole thing going. Yeah, that's what started it all. Okay, well, we'll get back up here live as these guys sitting on pit road now. Manuel still out front, still being our leader. Has led 31 laps so far today. Again, folks, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Sim Garage. Check them out at simgarage.com for your sim racing needs. Custom built stuff. You tell him what you want, he'll build it to exactly what you want. Buttons, a couple different way buttons, switches, lights, all kinds of goodies. Just tell him what you want, he'll build it to your liking. So check him out at simgarage.com. Make sure you hang around after the race is over, folks, because we'll get to talk to a lot of the drivers, especially the top three. We'll try to see if we can get a word in with them after the race and see how everything goes and ask them how the race went for them. You'll get the whole inside scoop of it. Pace car is in, ready to go back, green flag. Manuel hits the gas, Pierre right with him. Lucas Bula right there with him too, so the three of them already starting to pull away from the field. Lucas got a pretty good start that time. Emerson, our pole sitter, back here in fourth, falling back a little ways, already almost a second behind the leader. Javier in fifth. Right behind him, Klaus. What we've been watching, Klaus, he's been working up through the field, picking off one at a time, doing a heck of a good job of it. Lots of grip out there on the track today, pretty chilly, so lots of grip for the drivers. Makes for good close racing here, folks. I wanted to get up here. Pierre starting to put the pressure on Manuel like he was earlier in the race. Look at this, folks. Oh, almost onto the inside. Looking like he's got a run on him, but boy, Manuel just way too strong up there. He's getting lots of grip coming off them turns, so that's what makes good racing here at Bristol. Looking back on the field now, looking pretty interesting. Everybody getting spread out around a little bit. Big track here, and not big, I shouldn't say big. Only a little over half a mile, but it looks like a big facility from the air. Now let's go back through the field a little bit. Fausto back here in 8th. Been doing a good job trying to maintain right in there. Miguel right behind him in 9th. Harm in 10th. Has worked himself up from 18th position today, folks. Doing a heck of a good job of it. Marcus right behind him. Started 22nd today and is up to 11th. Looks like he's got a pretty good run right here and is going to take over that position from Harm. Harm falls in behind him and goes back to the 11th position. right, and Julian in the 12th position now, starting to put the pressure on Harm. Radek has fallen back a little ways to 13th. Oh, no, sorry, he gets by Julian. He goes into 12th. Now sets, oh no, and Julian going around. No caution yet, folks. He backs it around and no caution. That's going to be costly for him. And now the caution is thrown. So bad news for Julian. Man, that's going to put him back in the 18th place, a couple laps down after running so good. Well, we still haven't seen pit stops by any of the leaders. The top 9 have not been on pit road yet today. So let's see if they anybody does decide to take on pit road. They all get caught up to the pace car here. I'm sure new tires and fuel would be a welcome sight here for a lot of these drivers, but we'll have to wait and see. Don't see anybody taking that hard left turn down pit road yet. I think track position here means a lot to these guys. They don't want to get mired back in the field and have to fight to get back up to the front. They've got a lot of laps left in their tank of fuel that they can make it quite a few more laps yet, so we may not see them come down pit road for a little while yet. Well, we are a quarter of the way through the race, a little past a quarter of the way. I hope you're enjoying the show, folks. I know I am. All right, folks, we're ready to go back. Green flag. Green, green, green. Good start by everybody up in the front. Boy, that was a great start. And now Pierre moving in for the kill here. Says he's rode behind Manuel long enough and wants to get up there and lead some laps. Just not meant to be just yet. Good racing up in the front here. Lucas Bula in 4th. Oh, he's going back to 5th now. Challenge on the outside by Klaus. Klaus coming back up to the field here and running in 4th. Great job by Klaus. All right, great racing by these guys here. I'm telling you, they're really putting it out there. One I wanted to check on here, we've lost a couple of guys, but Sergio has finally got that car back out into the race here. Right now scored in 25th, but about to pick up another position. And caution is out again here, folks. Oh, we've got a couple into it. Miguel. Man, bad news for Miguel. We'll go back here and see what happened to him. May have had a little help on that, I'm not sure. Ooh, look kind of close there. And he does get a little help from the 23 of Ravi there. Ravi getting a little rambunctious and comes into him. Let's see what happened here, as he looked like he may have just drove into the turn, coming out of the turn just a little bit too hard, and gets into him. So Ravi taking out the 46 there. Alright, so we're back up live here. And let's get up to our leader, Pierre, for the first time today, up front. It looks like we have had some of the guys come down pit road, so let's see what's going on pit road. I believe that was Manuel. Yeah, he's just not coming off of pit road. He's going to be mired back in the field, but his first pit stop of the day. And with these guys out front still have not been on pit road. The top 5 have not been down pit road yet. Pierre, Emerson, Klaus, Lucas Bula, and Javier have not been on pit road. Alright, these guys winding it up here, waiting for them lights to go off and get the command to get this thing rolling again. Alright, doubling up, I should say, getting ready to go green. Pierre going to be taking the command here to get this thing going again. Emerson up on the high side. Emerson was our pole setter. Pace car dives on pit road. Pierre waiting to get the green, and there it is. Off and going here again at Bristol, folks. Emerson up on the high side, Klaus on the low side. Klaus trying to get a run on him. Good battle here for second place. Lucas Bula in fourth now, trying to look on and see what's going to happen between them front runners. Lucas got a little damage on the front right corner of that car. Doesn't seem to be affecting the performance of it though. Hanging in there really well. Lucas Cernak back here. Him and I believe that's Dennis battling for position. Dennis ahead of him now. Takes over that position and opened up the door for Manuel. And Lucas up into the wall. Manuel now gets by. Manuel in the 8th position. Looking for any way he can to try to get by. Get back up to the front. The 32 there of Dennis, pretty strong on that high side, as we know that high side's got a lot of grip up there. And Manuel's he's gonna wear his tires out if he's not careful, trying to get by him. Lots of laps to go here, folks. 86 laps about to be in the books here. Long ways to go. Lucas Bula now in third as he gets back by Klaus. Klaus going back to the 4th position. Take a look real quick while they're under green. We've had 6 cautions so far in the race. Our leader out front. Don't get a whole lot of camera time when you're out there in the lead, but Pierre out here for 15 laps already. Don't take long to cover these laps. Go back here, Mario Lobo in 17th place. Running the Time Chevrolet, I believe that is, on the Time team. I'm not sure of the team. Maybe not. Oh, team members almost coming together right there. Good racing, though, by these guys. Miguel does get by him and goes into the 17th place. Bronislav in 19th. Back here a couple of laps down to the leader, and caution on the track, folks. Ooh, Radic going around. Oh, and the 22 of Javier getting into it. Looks like we've got a massive pile up here, guys. So let's go back here and see if we can find out what happened to Radic. Oh, right there it is, folks. Looks like Manuel just drives it in there really hard, being pretty aggressive right now. And I'm not sure, but maybe their spotter didn't tell them they were clear, or didn't say there was anybody there. But those guys do get into it. That brings out another caution here. So we'll get back up live, and it looks like Manuel on pit road again for another time. And we've still got, the leaders have not been on pit road. Pierre not coming down pit road. It looks like Emerson, quite a few of the guys not coming down pit road. All right, and this is caution number 7. And we've only had a couple of lead changes out front there. We've had 3 leaders so far today. Manuel's led 60 laps. Emerson's led 14, and Pierre has led 21. Well, we've still got about 153 laps to go here, folks. So we're creeping up closer to the halfway mark here before too much longer. About another 28 laps, we'll be at the halfway mark. All right, looks like we may have lost a couple of more guys. Sergio may be out of the race. Ravi may be out of the race as well. So, unfortunate for them guys. We're down to 22 cars left in the race, folks. Pace car is in. Pierre brings them to the line, and green. Great start by them guys. Emerson up on the high side. But look at here coming, Lucas Bula now putting the heat on. Moves into the second place, gets that Chevy moving in there. Great job by these guys. With a little bit of damage on that right front corner, does not seem to be slowing him up at all. All right. Our pole sitter going back to 4th. Dennis in 5th. Fausto in 6th. Has working himself up there. Let's take a look here. Started 9th today. Kind of fell back a little ways and has got himself worked back up toward the front again. So good job by him. Harm starting 18th on the field. Now in 7th. Lucas back here in 8th position, started 4th. He's got a little damage on that car. Was caught up in one of them wrecks and got some damage on it, but I think he'll be all right. Anton here in 9th. He's got a little damage on that car as well, a little bit on the right or the left front and the left rear. So he must have got tangled up with somebody. Klaus back here in 10th, started 8th. He's got some right front damage on that. Julian in 11th, still on the lead lap, and he has got a ton of damage on the front of that car. If we rode along with him, let's ride along with him for a minute here. You can see that hood sticking up big time. Even if we went to probably the roll bar, no, that ain't going to show it either. But a lot of damage on the hood of that car, a lot of front end damage. Might be able to see it better from the rear chase view. There you go. You can see a lot of damage on the front of that. Pretty boogered up. All right. Lewis has worked himself into the 12th position. Started 19th today and running in 12th. Danny in 13th, taking his time. Started 10th. He's fallen back to the 13th position. A couple laps down. Miguel is a couple laps down too, not far behind him. Mario Lobo in 15th. And let me tell you guys, these guys are driving their hearts out here. You can rest assured of that. They're really doing a great job of it too. You know, they hate to see the cautions as much as we do. You know, especially the leaders. They get out there with a great lead and everything. But another good lead out here in the front. Manuel up front as he got by Pierre when I wasn't looking. Pierre way back here in the second spot. Now back 2 seconds. He must have got into the wall or something, and Manuel got back out around him, taking over the lead. So man, these guys are really driving good now. They're already creeping up on here. We only got about another 12 laps to go, folks, and we're going to be at the halfway mark. Creeping up on it really quick. It don't take long to go around this half mile. Emerson in fourth. Lap cars down there with them. So some of them cars you want to just not really pay much attention to. The ones down low on the inside there. A lot of lap traffic. Some guys coming off the pit road. We've still got 10 cars on the lead lap right now, and caution is on the track. Manuel getting loose and going around. See if nobody gets into him. Boy, that's going to be costly for him as he worked so hard to get up there. Looks like he may have just overdrove it or something here. We'll go back and take a look. Coming up on some lap traffic here, and it looks like he kept it pinched down kind of low and didn't let it drift out to the wall like you normally do, and just goes around, didn't hit anything. Good deal. Good job, Manuel. Not hitting anything. That's awesome. Okay, and it looks like he is coming down pit road. Yes, he is coming down pit road. Looks like he may have entered the wrong pit, and he'll be coming down pit road now. Gonna relinquish the lead there, but got to do what you got to do. Right side's going on. Left side's going on, and he'll be out of there. You got to make sure that you do get some new tires on that, because once he slid that just ground them tires right off. So a brand new leader out front. Anton started 14th today, led his first lap of the race. Good job, Anton. Again, folks, still coming up here. We're only about 6 laps away from the halfway mark. So lots of racing to go. We've only seen half of the race. This is caution number 8, and we've had 5 lead changes today. Klaus in second, Dennis in third, Pierre fourth, Emerson fifth, Lucas sixth, Lucas Bula, excuse me, Fausto in 7th, Harmon 8th, Lewis in 9th, and Lucas Sranik in 10th. That's your top 10. I'm still having a little bit of trouble with these names, folks. Bear with me. You know, you got to give me a couple races here to get used to it. Looks like Hugo has taken his car behind the wall now. Oh no. That's not good, Hugo. We're down to 20 cars. Looks like Julian has taken his behind pit road as well. So we're down to 20 cars left in the field. And these guys knew it was going to be a race of attrition out here. You gotta just bide your time, try to keep your cars as clean as you can keep it, so it's there at the end. So, all right, Anton going to be bringing the cars to the line this time for the green flag. Pace cars on pit road. Anton bringing them to the line. Green, green, green. Good start for Anton. Dennis now in second, up underneath Klaus. Those two side by side, and Dennis trying to work his way. Boy, he gets a great run. Slides it up into position here, taking over second. Now looking to get by our leader. Boy, I'm telling you, he is driving the wheels off of that thing right now. Pierre back here in fourth, looking on to see what's going to happen. And Klaus does get back by Dennis. So, man, Dennis going backwards really quick here. Not sure exactly what happened, but boy, he's going back pretty quick. Emerson up into the wall. Manuel joining back into the fight of things. It's been on and off pit road. And he's trying to work his way back up to the front. Maybe a little less aggressive this time. Got it. You just got to check up them braking points there, Manuel. And other than that, you're doing a great job of it. Him and Emerson side by side, continuing. You see all the leaders up in the front. Anton still in the lead. Pierre right there in second. Klaus third. Lucas Bula in fourth. Dennis in fifth right here. And we're riding on board with Manuel on the roof cam. Manuel taking a peek on the inside of Dennis. Dennis proving that high side is, boy, where it's at. Lucas Bula getting a little bit squirrely coming off the turns. Falls back into fourth. Didn't lose any positions. Good job by him. Manuel wants to get back up there and lead some more laps, I'm sure. Get out here on our leader, Anton. Boy, he has got a mirror full of Pierre. Pierre trying different lines, anything he can do to try to get by Anton. But Anton pretty strong out front. I talked to Anton a little bit before the race, and he was pretty anxious about getting going on this. I didn't ask him if this was one of his favorite tracks or not, but by the looks of it being out front here, he's having a good time. Could become one of his favorites if it isn't already. Boy, Pierre really struggling here, trying to get by him. And now it looks like Pierre has to fall back in behind Anton. Pierre may be trying to go on the high side. As he does, no, he's staying right in behind Anton. Not a bad place to be, though. I mean, lots of racing to go here. We only are on lap 135 out of 250. So lots of racing to go. You guys got to be patient here. The only one you got to worry about leading is the last one. Anton, boy, he's hitting the wall pretty hard a lot. And Pierre, looked like Pierre might have got into the wall a little bit as well. And Klaus is giving him, oh, Klaus. No, who was that? Somebody there. Yes, Klaus going back. No caution. Well, let's go back and take a look at that from a different angle, obviously. But it looks like he just got loose on his own, and no caution coming out for that. He was on the inside of Pierre right here, and I'm not sure. Oh, them two did get together right there. Yes. So Pierre and Klaus getting together, and Klaus going down. Looks like he is going to hit that pit wall, the inside pit wall. So, all right, well, he's back out here running, but boy, that put him a lap down to the leader. Not good. Anton still out front of Pierre by about a half a second, as now lap traffic starting to come into play here. They're going by the 55 there of Rick Timmis. Rick about 18 laps down to the leader, and Pierre looking to the inside here of Anton again. Anton might just let him go this time, and he did. So Pierre back up front. What he'd been trying to do for many, many laps, trying to get by Anton, and now he's finally succeeded out there in clean air. Let's see what he can do. Looks like he may be pulling away from Anton just a little bit. And Anton's got Manuel all over his back bumper now. I hate to say it, folks, but look at all the Chevrolets out front. Manuel side by side with Anton. Going into the turn, let's see. Oh, Anton way up the hill, but good save. And that does put Manuel in second place. Anton still hanging on to third right now. Lucas Bula in fourth. Lucas wants to get up there as well, but all four Chevrolets up in the front. Dennis now in fifth, the first Ford in the group. Right behind him we have another Chevrolet, Fausto, in sixth place. Emerson in another Chevrolet. Our pole sitter got a lot of right-hand front damage on that car, but seems to be running okay, hanging in there for right now. Coming up on lap 150, folks, will be about 100 to go here before too much longer. I wanted to go back and check on Danny back here in the 17th place. 4 laps down to our leader, folks. A lot of damage on that Toyota. Mario Lobo out here. His car don't look as bad as some of them. Still running pretty good though. Mr. M in 19th place. He's got a little front end damage as well, so you know you just don't really know how these guys get that front end damage, whether it could be maybe on the start of the race where they got into the back of somebody, or maybe got caught up in one of those little fender benders that we seen earlier in the race. All right, again, 20 cars left in the track. Rick Timmis is on pit road. I don't know, itchy nose. I don't know, what's that mean? Itchy nose. All right, Pierre out front, still doing a great job. Boy, and he's got Manuel right there, 0.4 of a second behind him, half a second. Whoa, Manuel, man, he has been driving his heart out today, trying to get that thing back up to the front. He's led 72 laps today. Doesn't want Pierre to lead that many. He wants to lead the most. More lap traffic coming into play here, folks. Again, folks, if you don't mind, do me a favor and check out simgarage.com for all your sim racing needs. You got to go check them out. They got a button box. I got a button box off of them, and I'm telling you what, it's amazing. I love it. One of my favorite pieces of computer equipment that I've got right here, and I love this thing. Just amazing. custom built boxes. He does have software, getting into lots of other stuff, but check him out here at simgarage.com. Thanks. Lucas Bula in third, quite a ways back, 3.3 seconds behind those leaders. Anton back here in fourth. After he got into the wall, kind of seemed like it might have took the fire out of the engine a little bit there, I'm not sure. But he's back here 5.7 seconds behind the leader. Lap traffic is really affecting some of these guys that were fast earlier. Dennis back here in fifth. And Dennis, his car looks to be pretty clean. I don't really see very little damage, maybe a little bit on that right front corner. Let's take a look at it here in a closer look. Yes, he does have just a touch of right front damage. Not a whole lot, but just enough that it can affect it. You know, a lot of people don't really think a little tiny scrape like that can affect the handling of these cars, but it really does come into play. Okay, so good job by these guys, though. They're really starting to get racy now. They know it's starting to get down here a little bit. Brand new leader out front. Manuel does get by Pierre again. And now Lucas gets by Pierre. What's going on, Pierre? Oh, Pierre may be on pit road. No, I think he took his car behind pit road. What's going on, Pierre? It's either that or he's blinked out or something. I don't know. Pierre, yeah, he's on pit road. But where did he go? Yeah, he's on pit road. This is his first pit stop of the day, folks. So on lap 165, is he going to try to do it on one pit stop? Woo. I believe that's right. I know sometimes this software does get a little glitchy. Rick Timmis out of the race, unfortunately. I may be recruiting Rick there for a couple of races. Kind of made a new friend with Rick today, and I'll tell you what, he's a heck of a nice guy. I think you all would really like him. Helping me commentate in the booth from time to time. He's really, I love his British accent. Amazing guy. Really a lot of fun to talk to. I enjoyed our little talk there, Rick. Thank you. It's great. All right, Manuel pulling away from Lucas Bula in second. Lucas back here 4 seconds, and caution is out on the track here, folks. Oh, we got a couple of them. Harm into it. Well, let's go back and take a look and see what happened to Harm. Getting pretty racy here with the... Oh, he gets into the wall, and it looks like him and the 99 get together. The 99 of Marcus Hagman, and that puts Harm up into the wall. He comes back down across the track here, and hopefully he didn't get hit by anybody else. Spinning it around, going into the turn. Tough break for Harm. He was running halfway decent today. All right, these guys all on pit road. Emerson, our pole sitter, going to be, believe he is going to be our new leader out front here, folks. Yes, sir. Once he crosses the line, he will be our new leader. So our pole sitter back up front, right where he feels like he wants to be, so good job by him. That's going to make him lead 15 laps here today. Manuel going to be starting second. Not exactly sure. I think there may have been some pit stops involved in there. Manuel come down pit road. So his car seems to be really good on new tires. And I believe these guys can make it the rest of the way on fuel. It's all going to be in how they manage them tires. Emerson with just a little right front damage on that car. Not too bad. All right, anybody got a choice here to see who's going to win this thing? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Who's going to win this 250 laps at Bristol? We've got a lot of pretty good fast guys up in the front here. Guys that have been really racing it up. Manuel starting second, Anton starting third, Lucas Bula in fourth, Dennis in fifth, Fausto in 6th, Lewis in 7th, Klaus in 8th, Miguel 9th, and Lucas Sarnik in 10th. That rounds out your top 10. And right now, folks, we've only got 7 cars on the lead lap. Lights off on the pace car, and we're ready to go green. As Manuel slips it up on the outside of Emerson here, ready to get the green flag. Pace car is in. Emerson brings him to the line, and green, green, green. Good start by Emerson. He wants to get up there and lead some laps, but I'm going to tell you what, Manuel is hooked up crazy up on that high side. Man, he just powers it by Emerson. Lucas Bula was into the wall there, but manages to hang on to third. Now looking to the inside of Emerson for the second position. Lucas has been in this window a couple of different times. And here he is back in that window again, looking to try to take over second. Would love to get up there and mix it up with our leader right now. As he looks to the inside of Emerson again. He just can't seem to hold the gas pedal down as long as he wants to. And that's what's costing him that track, the time on the track. Is Emerson's just too strong up on that high side. High side is where you want to be on this track. That's where the bite is up there for the cars. In the meantime, Manuel's checked out on the field. He's out there 1.6 seconds ahead of these guys. "70 laps to go here, folks, so we're winding them down now." Oh, and Lucas Bula gets really loose coming off the turn. And Emerson out of the, oh man. And he spins it around on the track, brings a caution out. Well, let's go back and take a look at this. I think they were just racing really hard. Nobody touched or anything, so. Lucas Bula was up on the inside of him, and Lucas got loose right there. Manages to save it, and it looks like Emerson clips the wall and just does not recuperate from that. Comes down, and boy, he hit that inside wall a ton. Not good. Poor Emerson. That was our pole sitter right there, folks, and he's going to have an awful lot of damage on that, and I see an awful lot of smoke coming off that car now. He's coming down pit road to see if there's any chance of fixing that or not. Looks like Pierre is out of the race. Harm may be out of the race, so we're losing a lot of folks here. Right side's going on Emerson's. Left side's going on, topping off the tank of fuel. Probably going to sit there for a little bit and see if he can get that fixed up before it does blow the motor. So not a good thing for Emerson. As good as he was running, that was our pole sitter. Meanwhile here, Manuel up front, wanting to lead the most laps, and it looks like he's probably going to do it. Still a lot of race to go, though, folks. We don't want to count out Lucas Bula right there in second. Anton in third. Dennis fourth. Lewis in fifth. Klaus sixth. Fausto still on the lead lap in seventh place. Coming off pit road right now. Last one on the lead lap at the moment. Alright, these guys ready to go back green here in just a minute. Let's see if the lights go off this time when they cross the line. Yes, they do, and we're ready to go back to racing here, folks. I really hope you guys are enjoying the show and having as good a time as I am. The thing of it is the way this race has been going, you sit on the edge of your seat. It's just, you're paying for the whole seat, but you're only sitting on the edge of it. That's not good. You pay for the whole seat, sit down. Relax, enjoy. Well, I'm trying to give you the best coverage I can here, folks, at MaxSpeedTV. Pace car is in. Manuel ready to go green, and green, green, green. Good start by him. Lucas Bula smoking the tires on that restart. Anton, oh, I'm sorry, that was Anton that smoked the tires. Lucas Bula in second. Good news for him. Up on the high side, Dennis gets a great run and goes by Anton, putting him back to fourth. Good run for Dennis. I want to take a look here real quick. He started 16th on the field today, and here he is running in third. Been keeping that number 32 Ford pretty clean all day long. And that's what it takes to get to the end. Fausto in fifth. Now working over the back bumper of Anton. Let's ride along with him for a minute here and see what's going to happen. All right, 17 cars left in the field, folks. Emerson still on pit road trying to get damage fixed up. Back in 15th after spinning and hitting that inside pit wall. Man, he hit it pretty hard. We've got another one coming down pit road that is smoking like a freight train. Not exactly sure who that was. Alright, Lewis right here in 6th. Klaus in 7th. And he doesn't have anybody challenging him immediately. But he's running 7th place, about 9 seconds behind the leader right now. Our leader, Manuel, out here just checking out. Well, he does have a little company, though. Lucas Bula starting to put the pressure on him. Right now, Manuel cannot afford to make a mistake. We're coming up on 50 to go here before too much longer. 52 to go right now, folks. These guys looking for they're looking for the white flag. Then they're looking for the checkered flag. All right, Dennis in 3rd, doing a super job. Anthony in 4th, another great runner. And boy, does he ever have a mirror full of Fausto. Fausto right there. Them three running 3rd, 4th, and 5th, pretty much nose to tail. Lewis not far behind them in 6th. Got a little rear damage on that car. Let's check it out real quick here and see just how much damage. Whoa. He's got a lot on the back of that car. Well, he'll get it straightened around there. It looks like the front of it's pretty clean, so hopefully it is steering okay. That's the main thing, as long as it's steering okay. Throttle and brake management's the key factors here at Bristol. Javier Lorenzo, we haven't talked about him all day long. And here he is running in the 16th place, but he's several laps down, 18 laps down to the leader. Still out there running. He got caught up in a couple of them wrecks and bumpers out there earlier. Another one, Mr. M, running in 15th. We ain't talked a whole lot about Mr. M today. He's running 18 laps down as well. Marcus Hagman on pit road. Mario Lobo in 13th. Radic back here in 12th. Radic's got a whole bunch of damage on that thing, folks. Well, you can look right into the fuel cell in the back of that car. So he's probably really struggling with some handling issues right now with the whole back end of that car. His aerodynamics are just not the same as they were. He probably doesn't have very much downforce on the back of that, so just trying to get the race over, but he's still running 4 laps down to the leader in 12th place. Good job for Radic. Good job. Good comeback, Radic. All right, it looks like him and Danny fighting at her after it here. Danny running right ahead of him. They are on the same lap, and that is for position. Danny running in 11th and Radic in 12th. So them two battling for position. Bronislav in 10th. And that car looks pretty clean. Yeah, that looks pretty clean. I think he's probably out there driving a race like I would drive. I'm just kind of riding around here, biding my time. 39 laps to go, folks. 39 more circuits around this joint. Lucas Cernuk in 9th place. Lucas he's been caught up in a couple of those altercations out there on the track. Got a lot of damage on that pretty car. Got them palm trees on the side of it. We were looking at it earlier. Sharp looking car. Well, it was sharp looking. Doggone it, Lucas, you boogered up my pretty car. Nice. Good job out there, though, today, Lucas. Miguel up in 8th. Miguel's been struggling a little bit there for a while with a little bit of damage on that car, but he's trying to get a grips on it here and trying to pull a good finish out of it. Running into 8th, top 10. Hey, not bad. And it looks like he is going by, that's not for position, but he was going by Anton there. Anton running in the 5th place. Back here, 9.8 seconds behind the leader, so he's really not that far ahead of the leader, actually. Fausto in 4th. As he comes up on a little bit of lap traffic. Oh no, that wasn't lap traffic, that was Dennis. He passes up Dennis for 3rd. Dennis going back to 4th, so tires may be falling off of the 32 Ford. Running the peak sponsor on that Ford, but he's still doing a great job here in 4th. Good job. Alright, Lucas Bula 4.4 seconds behind our leader, Manuel. Manuel's just in another zip code right now, 4.6 seconds ahead of Lucas. Let's get up on Manuel for a little while. We got to give him some TV time. Usually when you're the leader, you don't get a whole lot of TV time till it comes down to the end. We'll give him a little bit of TV time. He's been out here leading for 126 laps, folks, so I guess he knows how to get around this place pretty well. All right, Lucas Bula now 5 seconds behind our leader. Pit stop's done. These guys don't have to come down pit road again. It's just a matter of trying to finish this race, keep it clean, and try to pull out the best finish you can. Fausto in 3rd, 10.2 seconds behind the leader. Fausto, actually, his car pretty intact. Got a little bit of right front corner damage, but nothing serious. Not that far ahead of the leader. I'm going to go up here to our leader and watch as he starts coming up on lap traffic here, folks. I believe right ahead of him is going to be Klaus. Klaus running in the 7th place and about to get passed up by our leader. Our leader going up on the high side. Klaus down there in the number 73 on the low side. Manuel trying to pick his place and time where he wants to get by him and get by him safe and clean. Alright, does a good job of it. Next one he's got to pick off here is going to be Lewis in the number 50. Lewis up ahead of him there in the turn. Running 14.6 seconds behind Manuel right now. But watching these guys as they pick off, he picks off some of these drivers out here. And these guys are all trying to stay on the lead lap, what's left of them. And Lewis is doing a good job. He's staying right there, about 14.7, 14.8. Looking back here, let's see if we can look back on the leader. You see the leader just a couple of cars behind him. And Lewis has got one heck of a lot of damage on the rear end of that car. But still trying to stay on the lead lap. And here we are. This lap, folks, going to be 20 to go. 20 laps to go. I don't think anybody's got anything for Manuel right now. He is just really on a rail. He's out there 5 seconds ahead of Lucas. As he goes by a lap car and now sets his sight on Lewis to put Lewis a lap down. These guys have slowed up quite a bit here. I wanted to take a look here real quick. As you can see, Yeah, he's about 0.6 of a second slower than his fastest lap. So Lewis is definitely went way off of the pace. Now looking at Manuel as he comes up on the inside of Lewis. Wants to get by him. And even Manuel's running about 0.8 of a second slower than his fastest lap. So, man, these guys really have slowed up a lot since them tires are starting to fall off. 16 more laps here, folks. Manuel Sanchez out front. Been out there for 141 laps, so very good job. The other leaders we've had, Anton led 23 laps. Emerson led 18 laps, which he's, by the way, back out on the track. Pierre led 52 laps, so those have been your leaders today, and that's been pretty awesome to see them guys back out there. Emerson back out onto the track. Wanted to check in with him here. Looks like he may be struggling just a little with that car, the handling, but still on the track, trying to maybe pick up one more position here if he can in a couple more laps. He will pick up 16th from Radic, because Radic is out of the race now. All right, we're going to get up here. Lucas back here 5.4 seconds behind our leader. And Anton, the next one to go a lap down. Let's check in and see how far back our leader is. Our leader not far behind Anton. Anton's got a little bit of left rear damage right there. You can see the rear wheel sticking out past the fender well. That's a pretty good clue he's got some damage. Yeah, I know. Sounds like rocket science, don't it? No, it ain't rocket science. He's got damage. He's definitely damaged. All right, our leader trying to get by Anton, and he does. Anton clears and falls one lap down. Only 4 cars left on the lead lap right now. Oh, Anton into the wall. Ouch. The next one in line. Next one in line is Dennis, right ahead of our leader right now. Oh, he goes up the hill. Oh, that ain't him. Excuse me. Dennis is right there in the turn as our leader goes by. A lap car tries to go by him. Lap car up on that high line, and boy, that really does make a big difference when you're up on that high line. On the gas, off the gas of this short track, boy, it's pretty amazing the things that these guys endure to have a good time out here. 6 laps to go, folks. 6 more circuits around Bristol to end this race. Five more laps. We're going to get out here and watch our leader as he's going to bring it into victory lane here in just a couple of more laps. Four to go. 4 more laps. Emerson did pick up the 16th spot from Radic. Three laps to go. Nobody got anything for him. Lucas back 7.5 seconds behind Manuel as Manuel comes into a lot of lap traffic right now, and this could really slow him up. And that could allow Lucas to close up, but I don't think there's enough laps left. 2 to go, folks. Going to be getting the white flag next time by. Manuel on the final lap here. White flag in the air. 1 more lap. Can he do it? I don't think it's a problem. Going into turn 3. Coming out of turn 4. Our winner here tonight, Manuel Sanchez. Great finish for him. Congratulations, Manuel. race number 2 of the European Stock Cars Championship. Manuel Sanchez winning here at Bristol, 250 laps. He led 157 of the 250 laps. Very good, very good. As he lights them up here and burns them tires off. We'll try to get a word in with him here in just a minute, folks. All right, let's see if we can catch him. I'm sure everybody out here is probably congratulating him right now, so we'll give him a minute to kind of clear the air with him and take all of his congratulations. Well-earned race here tonight, I'm telling you. Great job by these guys. Looks like Lucas Bula did come in second, Fausto in third. So great job by these guys. Let's see if we can get a word in with them. And I forgot to set my mic. Imagine that. Hold on a minute, folks. I forgot to set that. I had it set on the wheel. My apologies. There we go. Okay. Manuel Sanchez, you got a copy.
I got a copy.
Well, Manuel, you were the class of... Oh, man, you got to be kidding me. What the heck here? You were the class of the field today. Congratulations on a great victory here at Bristol. Talk about your race a little bit, Manuel.
Well, I have a great setup, especially on long runs, but it's hard to deal the inside line in all tires and made a few mistakes. One of them dropped me from first to 10th, I think, but fortunately I can recover the spots and grab the win.
Well, looked like a pretty amazing race. A few cautions in there, and I did see you get together with a couple of the drivers, but you managed to get it back up through there and bring it into victory lane. How's that make you feel?
Great. I feel great. I have a great race with the 72, I think, Pierre Bernet. And I know he's second on the standings. I try to stay ahead of him, and well, finally he blew the engine.
Yeah, very unfortunate for him, but you come into victory lane today. Great job, Manuel. Anybody you want to say hello to or thank today?
Well, I take thanks to all the viewers, the racers too. We had a great race with them, and well, I see us on the next.
All right, Manuel, thank you for talking with us, and congratulations on your victory here today.
Thanks.
Lucas Bula, you got a copy.
Really, Lucas is in TeamSpeak. I think he's ready for you.
Alrighty, thank you. Well, let's see if we can find him here. Maybe. I don't see him. There he is. All right, Lucas, you got a copy.
Hello, Rudy. I got a copy.
Well, hey, congratulations on coming home second today, Lucas. Great run out there. We watched you. You got tangled up in that one little wreck there. We were kind of a little worried about you. You had a little right front damage on the car. How was it affecting your car handling-wise?
Well, not much, I think. You know, after a few laps, of course, I was understeer, so I just, at the last pit stop, I made some adjustments to the drag bar. And that helped a little bit, maybe too loose, but I managed to throttle and I tried my best.
Well, we've seen a few cautions out there. You kept your car pretty much out of the most of harm's way, but how was the racing overall out there today?
Well, my opinion is that top 5, that was intense racing. Like I've never raced this one. You know, from any official races at Bristol, I've never finished. So this is a huge achievement for me to finish second here in Bristol. And then overall, well, the guys from my team got caught up in some wrecks. Unfortunately, damaged their cars too much. But I think there was just too many cautions.
Well, I didn't look to see how many we did have. Let me look real quick here. 10 cautions and 250 laps. I'll tell you what, that's pretty doggone good, Lucas. If you really think about it. My kind of rule of thumb is if you have a caution every 10 laps, that's not a very good race. You know, but you guys only had 10 cautions in 250 laps, so really I don't think that's too awful bad. Talk about the horsepower on these cars and how much of a struggle it was, you know, managing your throttle to get in and off the turns and braking points and stuff like that. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, I think that everyone has pretty same strategy in line during the race. Braking points were right after the bump and entering of the corner for me. Just press the brakes a little bit throughout the corner, then let the car roll and go back on the gas really smoothly, not step on it or I will spin out. And it saved my tires pretty well.
Well, that being one of the key factors here, tires. Man, I'll tell you what, that was quite a couple of good long green flag runs. We didn't see any green flag pit stops, but a lot of guys did have to stop under green conditions. You kept it on the lead lap. That was the key thing here. If things would have been a little different, you could have been up there with Manuel. Do you think you had anything for him here at the end of the race and maybe could have brought home the win today?
Definitely, I need to congratulate to him. He has really fast car during the whole race. After the last caution that we just restarted, I just knew that I had no chance to win because he was really fast. So I decided to just hold my position, not try to do any mistakes, and you know, try to bring it home.
Well, you did a great job today, Lucas. Congratulations again. Anybody you want to give a thank you out to?
Thanks. Yeah, of course. I want to thank everyone who was racing with their heads, letting the lead cars, you know, pass. Thanks to my team for support, Czech NASCAR team. Those guys are great. We've been working on setups together, private testing and stuff. And once again, congratulations to the winner. I'm looking forward to the next one.
All right, Lucas. Thanks for talking with us, buddy. And again, congratulations on your second place today.
Thank you. See you soon.
Okay. All right, one more to get here. Let me see if I can get Fausto down here with us. Fausto, you got a copy?
Sorry?
Yeah, you bring it home third today. Did you think you were going to get a third place out of that today or not?
I was hoping to finish well, maybe in top 5. It was my best feeling, so getting to third place, it was very good. But in the last restarts, I was the only driver in the front to change tires, so I knew I have a chance to get to a good position. So I know I can get third place if I was fast and aggressive, and that's what happened.
Well,
Till that,
Manuel was pretty fast out there today, and Lucas pretty fast in second. Was you just doing everything you could to keep up with them, or did you have anything saved back at the end if it would have been a little bit closer? Could you maybe took home the win today?
No. I was surprised with the speed, especially Manuel Sanchez, since he was driving very fast in restarts and keeping a very fast pace. I know in all the race, I know I have something more to give, but in the end, I saw that there was no chance for me to get more places. No, I was good enough to keep easily the third place, but there was no chance. Manuel, I think, was driving very, very good. I think his setup was much better than setup I have, so I really couldn't keep it. I was in the first part of the race, I was just following race and the pace and my team, trying to keep everybody in the lead lap. But when I saw we couldn't keep it, so I focused on my race and tried to finish best I could. But top 3 was better than I was expecting, to tell you.
Well, that's amazing, though. I mean, you don't count yourself short on that one, Fausto. It's just good to see you out there. Now, what do you got going forward to next week? You got anything for them?
We are working hard as a team. I'm managing one of the teams who are racing here, and we have some very good drivers. I think we are still leading the championship, and we have a very good driver now in the team, he and Miguel. So I think we have a chance to keep in the top. We can try to keep top 5 maybe. That's our main target, and if possible, try to go to the win. But we need to improve setups if we're gonna go to the win, because other teams are much better than I was expecting. They are racing very good. Like today, Sanchez and Lucas, they were way up from me and the others. I always feel I was faster and I could go faster, but in the end, clear for me that I didn't have the pace for them. I always race 0 incidents, trying to keep the car in one piece. We have a chance, but maybe only if there was any yellow, but maybe they.
Well, that's another key, keeping your car in one piece, you know.
Yep.
But great race out there today, Fausto. You come home third. You know, great. I don't know. That's probably just almost like having a victory to you, considering you didn't even think you were going to finish third. But great race today. Anybody you want to give a shout out to or a thank you to?
Yes, I want to give. I want to thank especially the people who are racing in my team. Luis was the man who was helping with the sets with the setup, and we are doing a work team. So it's been very, very fun to race the series. And him and Mario and the other guys on the team, I want to thank them because they were supporting. We are all supporting each other, so we can finish better places. So that's a very good and fun. Thank them.
All right, thank you, Fausto. Thanks for talking with us, and again, congratulations on your third place today. Good job.
Thank you, Red.
All right, we're going to run down through the results, and we're going to get the heck out of here. Good job by these guys today, man. What a race. If you all, man, checked into this was an amazing race. 10 cautions for 250 laps. That's a doggone good race. Manuel coming home the winner here today. Congratulations to him. Lucas in second. Fausto in third. Dennis finishing fourth. Anton finishing fifth. Lewis in sixth. Klaus seventh. Miguel in eighth. Bronislav in ninth. Lucas Srenik in 10th. Danny finishing 11th. Mario Lobo in 12th. Javier in 13th. Mr. M finishing 14th. Marcus 15th. Emerson, our pole sitter, finishing 16th. 31 laps down. Had a tough break there at the end. Had a lot of damage on that car, but managed to get it back out, finishing 16th. Radic 17th. Harm finishing 18th. Pierre, after a great run by Pierre today, man, he was really hooked up and running well, finishing 19th. Rick Timmis in 20th. Julian in 21st. Hugo, kind of a disappointing finish for Hugo, finishing 22nd. Raby In 23rd, Sergio 24th, Dennis in 25th, and Marco 26th, rounding out the field. So again, congratulations here to our winner, Manuel Sanchez at Bristol Motor Speedway for the European Stock Car Championship. And thanks for tuning in here today at MaxSpeedTV. And make sure you do hit that subscribe button for your name to be put in the drawing here later on. We'll be going to be drawing live on YouTube for a chance to win $50 for all the YouTube subscribers. Your name will be put in a hat, and we'll be drawing it live right here on YouTube when we reach 500 subscribers. So make sure you do get your name in that hat by subscribing. So thanks for watching here today, and tune in tonight for another race. IWCR, not sure exactly what track they're running at, but it will be the season finale for their truck series. So we will catch you later on tonight, and thanks for watching.